Yikes.
Holy, same haircut.
Oof.
See, rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
Since I'll go back with another video. I'm Strange Wayne. He is Nate. Today we're doing our Rotten Tomatoes reactions where we look at new and upcoming movies and look at their Rotten Tomatoes scores and react to them. Some of these we have seen, some of these we haven't seen. But we're about to find out what these scores are and react to them. First off, we have Supernova. You know, I get called many names. Maverick, Amazing, Perfect. One of the names I've been called is Supernova, especially in the bedroom. But it's funny because the picture is these two guys in the bedroom.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way because they are gay.
Clearly, no debating. I'm not going to add that clip in there, but I don't have a problem with that. And I don't have a problem with that score either. That's a good fucking score. 88% critically first on Rotten Tomatoes. That's a movie that I want to see. I don't care what it's about because that just tells me it's a good movie. And the audience score, 87%, right there with it. You know? So it's very rare that these things are near or on the same level. One of the movies that is on the same level, Jurassic Park, 91%. 91% from both. But yeah, Supernova. I got me excited for this movie for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching the trailer for it. I was really excited for it. I was 100% confident that that was a movie that was going to make me cry. And I like movies that do that because for that to happen, it means it has to be good and it has to be emotional. And
it also reminds you you're human.
This son of a bitch is ice cold.
I'm super excited to see that score. That's what I was hoping for after watching the trailer. And now I'm even more excited to watch it.
Next up, we have Palmer is sitting at a... Damn, I thought it'd be higher. 74%, not even critically for us, just a regular old 74%, just a regular old tomato, bright, shiny red tomato. But audience score gave it a 92%, which is what I thought the critic score would be, because movies today that are really good, I'm not saying you have to make a movie this way for it to be really good. It's just you put something in someone else's shoes, and what I mean by that, disabilities, race, sexual orientations, whatever it may be that's different, that sets you apart. Those movies always do pretty fucking good. Usually.
Yeah, usually.
I thought this one would be higher because of that. Because film, one of the tools that film has is the power of understanding to walk in someone else's shoes. I thought this would be a hit. JT, you know? Look at him. I'm not going to show this in the picture, but if you go right to Tomatoes, look at Palmer. He's crying himself a river.
Yeah, he really is. And like, I mean, that's a lot of freaking tears.
I thought it'd be an emotional gut punch.
Yeah. And that doesn't mean that it's not just because it's at a 74. There could be other reasons why critics have put it so low. And you also have to remember that like that is the average. So there are people who thought it was worse than 74, and there are also people who thought it was a lot better than 74. Which is like the beauty about critics is that it's their opinion, and we get to watch movies and decide for ourselves, which is something I'm still definitely going to do with this movie. That score doesn't deter me at all because I did really like the trailer. And with like 74 is like an ambiguous score, you know?
I guess.
It's like, well, I've seen movies that are in the 70s that I thought were freaking terrible. And then I've seen movies in the 70s that I'm like, how the heck is that in the 70s? That was so good. So, not worried about it. I'm just going to watch it with zero expectations and see what happens.
I watched a movie yesterday.
Did you?
It was from the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, one of my like most anticipated movies of the year, The Little Things. And The Little Things is sitting at a... What the fuck?
Yikes.
Holy, same haircut.
Oof.
I...
Didn't see that coming.
No.
Damn. Dude.
You know when I reviewed that movie?
What did you give it?
I gave it a 9.7 out of 10.
A 97?
I loved it.
I believe you.
I was glued to the screen.
Give me a second.
I think I saw a different movie. The audience score gave it a 93%.
63%.
Yeah, 63%. I'm surprised by that even. I'm going to put my sunglasses back on right now. I love this movie. If it came out a month sooner, it would have made my top 10 best of the year. Top 5 with ease, personally.
Nice.
Apparently, I have another guilty pleasure movie I can add to the list. I fucking love this movie. I'm baffled right now, for sure.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it yet. This is an HBO Max movie, right?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Let me hold on before you start. I drove my happy ass all the way to the motherfucking theater, AMC. Them motherfuckers know they're going out of business. I had my little AMC pass ready. And it was like, oh yeah, the movie download didn't work.
The Reddit stockbrokers are going to save AMC, so we're fine.
That's not going to work either. So I showed him my thing. He's like, oh, the movie download didn't work. And I'm just looking at him like, you motherfuckers about to close down. You couldn't check the download a week earlier? So I had to drive back home, call a girl I haven't talked to in 4 months, and sweet talk her to get her HBO Max password. And I had to watch this movie on my fucking computer. But I was okay with it because I was literally glued to the screen the entire time. And I was like, you know what? I feel like I'm cheating on a girl. The equivalent to me is like watching a movie I could have watched in theaters at home. So I felt like I was cheating on the movie theater. But I was like, that's a damn good movie. If I had to cheat, that's a good movie to cheat with.
Yeah. Yeah, so I haven't watched it yet, and mostly just because I've been working all weekend, and I don't have HBO Max. And I've been wanting to get it, but I just haven't done it yet. So, honestly, like, because there's some real controversy here. Like, you gave this a 97.
9.7 out of 10.
Which is a 97%.
Well,
You know how percentages work?
yeah.
You take the decimal and you move it over that way one.
But so this is topical. We got to market the 9.7 out of 10 wings.
Okay. Well, you gave it 9.7 wings out of 10, which is the same as 97%. And this has a 48%. I've never seen you and the critics off by this much. And about a movie that is like a serious movie. Now, like, you know, some like cheesy, like Eddie Murphy type shit, or like a movie that is definitely just a Strange Wang movie. Like, I expect that. That's fine. But for you guys to be off this much about like a legit Denzel movie, I gotta see this.
I said in my review, I stick with it. I fucking love this movie. I said in my review, I was so invested in this movie, and especially like the cat and mouse thriller scenes, the ones that you're supposed to grab your chair like I were doing at the time. I told him I was invested in this movie like a Fincher movie and a Hitchcock movie.
Wow.
I was that invested. Now that this is a Hancock movie, I said Hitchcock movie.
Yeah.
And I stand by it. Holy same haircut.
Crazy times.
Next, we have A24's Saint Maud, which wasn't in theaters when I went to go see The Little Things. And I was like, damn, can I go see this movie instead? Oh, you're not showing this movie. Great. Where can I watch this movie? I don't know. I want to watch it because it's at a critically fresh score of 92%. And the audience score gave it a 64%. People just like horror movies. I don't think they were expecting this when they watched this movie. It's that A24 movie. A24 sets the standard with everything they do, horror movies especially, which is why I want to go see it, because I don't like horror movies, but I know I'm getting a very good movie that happens to be a horror movie.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be scared to death, but I still want to go see it because she looks like... If Saint Maud, I'm assuming that's her name, if she was a Buck Cherry song, and I mean no offense to this, if she was a Buck Cherry song, she'll be Crazy Bitch.
What?
I haven't heard that in a while, have you?
Yeah. Well, I wonder how much of the rest of that song applies to her. If she's a saint, probably not much.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I love seeing horror movies doing well, because that means that there are good ones out there, and that's something that I need to be reminded of pretty constantly, because there are very few horror movies that I really like. I've watched a lot more of them probably in the last 5 years than I ever had in my entire life. They're just not for me. But the ones that I love, I really, really love those movies. So I hope this ends up being another one, because that's a really great score. And A24 has made at least 2 of the horror movies that I do actually really, really enjoy. So hope they can keep it going.
I'm baffled again. You know, the trailer to Malcolm and Marie, it got me good.
Mm-hmm.
This thing got a tomato meter score at 59% rotten. Audience score. Who's seen this already? It hasn't even out yet. Gave it a 39%.
Some people who aren't certified on Rotten Tomatoes, they got a screener.
It might be in theaters somewhere. Who knows? Damn, that's crazy. Like, I'm still trying to get over Little Things because I love, like, legitimately love that movie. And it's just like, I really wanted to see this movie too. And, you know, last time it was in the 60s, you know? It's like, okay, it's still going to be a fine movie. It still has a chance to be a fine movie. It's only a point less from being fresh.
Yeah.
I'm curious how I'm going to feel going into this movie. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to watch the trailer, get hyped back up for it before I watch it. Or maybe, you know, I don't know. I'm still going to watch it, though.
Yeah, same. You know, sometimes that's like, that's one of the things that sucks about doing these reactions is that if there's a movie we're excited for and then we see the Rotten Tomatoes score, it is really hard to not think about that when we do actually go watch it. That doesn't deter me. I could tell by the trailer that they tried to take a really, really artistic approach with this. And sometimes when you try to like art it up that much, it does end up kind of like, it makes the movie not as palatable for everyone. Because that's not everyone's style. Me personally, I'm a big fan of like incredibly artful movies. And specifically, there's lots of movies that I'm like a big fan of that because of how like artistic and abstract they got, it made other people like not get it, you know? So I hope that that's what happens here. Not saying that those people are stupid. If you didn't like the movie, you didn't like the movie. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to. So I'm still kind of excited for it. And I also really love both those actors a lot. So
I will say in most cases, I don't think you're stupid if you don't like a movie. But in the case of the Little Things, if you don't like a movie, I think you're fucking stupid. How did it get so low?
I don't know!
Next, second to last, what is that called? God, I ain't watched Supernova in a hot minute.
our penultimate Rotten Tomatoes reaction.
Exactly. Wrong Turn, the remake, is sitting at a 56% on Rotten Tomatoes. Audience score gave it a 63%. I like the trailer. Someone commented on it. I guess people watch movies and they come back to see what people thought. And be like, because she was like warning us. She's like, no, don't watch this movie. It's butt cheeks. So I don't think I'm going to watch it based on that because I don't really like horror movies. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't think I'm wasting my time with it.
Yeah.
But
same. You know,
the people that love horror movies, obviously, more audience members, they liked it. So we're happy for you.
Yeah. You know, I don't need any more bad horror movies in my life. There's enough.
You're not wrong.
Next, last but not least, and I do mean that because it has a very good score, Minari. 99% critically fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. We said it last week. You can click die in the corner. Some asshole went on and was like, I really like this movie, but that score's too high.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch this. It's coming out February 12th. I'm going to love it, I think. I'm hyped for it.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. You guys didn't do a trailer reaction to it. I don't know what happened. I remember doing this trailer reaction by myself, and I loved it. I'm assuming you guys would have loved it too. But since you didn't see it, you've seen it since then. What do you think?
I still haven't seen the trailer for this. But
Oh, wow.
But I have heard some of the podcasts that I listen to talk about it, and I am incredibly excited for it. It is still technically, it falls into this weird category, and it makes me upset. So we'll have to decide how we're going to do it down the line. But so it has a February 12th, 2021 release date, but technically it's a 2020 movie based on how they're doing the Oscars this year because they extended the time frame. So I don't know if this got pushed back and was supposed to be 20. I don't know. We'll figure out how we're going to do it. My point is that
for an Oscar.
if this ends up being, well, the nominations haven't come out yet, but it with a 99 freaking %.
I'm pretty sure it's nominated. Like it's going to be nominated.
Anyways, my point is we're going to have to decide if we want to count it as a 2020 movie or 2021 movie because I'm either A, going to be sad that I didn't get to put it on my best of 2020 list, or I'm going to be excited to put it on my best of 2021 list. That's how confident I am that I'm going to freaking love this. So
I thought we was going with wide releases. Because I won't be damned if One Night in Miami isn't going to make my list.
yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't care.
Have you seen that movie yet?
No, not yet. I did.
Well, tell us what you think.
Unimportant.
People that actually seen these movies instead of watching Star Wars for the 1200th time.
I watched White Tiger last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't do it. What you think?
Oh, I liked it a lot, actually. We're going to talk about it in a second in this other video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't see that coming. Tell us what you thought about our Rotten Tomatoes reactions down in the comment section. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video. And subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.